Namaste children. How are you all? I hope you are fine. And myself, Venkat Ramana Reddy, and I am going to teach today the second chapter, whole numbers. The second chapter, whole numbers. So, numbers you are studied and learned since from your KG level, that is from nursery, LKG, even in the UKG, first, second, until now you are studying about the numbers. And you studied some numbers we use for counting. Generally, when we start counting, means from where we will start? We will start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Like this, we will start the counting numbers. We will begin to start for counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So, as these numbers are eligible for counting, and these numbers are known as counting numbers. These numbers are known as counting numbers, and these numbers naturally we have taken to count. That's why these numbers are known as natural numbers. So what we call these numbers? Natural numbers. So what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are the numbers which are used to count. Used for counting are known as natural numbers. So this starts with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So these numbers are also known as counting numbers. So what is the other name for natural numbers? Counting numbers. Now the set of natural numbers, set means a group of numbers. The set of natural numbers is represented by a letter called n. So what is the symbol which we use to represent natural numbers? It is n. So the set of natural numbers is equals to, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So like this we will write the natural numbers in the form of a set. So n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Which is the first natural number? 1. And which is the smallest natural number? 1. So these kind of numbers are known as natural numbers. Now we have studied the concept of predecessor and successor. Predecessor and successor. What are successors? Successors are the next immediate numbers. Predecessor is the next, before the number. The number which will, for a given number, the number before it is known as the predecessor. How we get the predecessors and successors? Successors we can get by adding 1 to the given number, and predecessor we get by subtracting 1 from the given number. Why do we subtract 1 only? Because the difference between two successive natural numbers is 1. That is 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 2, it is 1. 4 minus 3, it is 1. So how we get successors? Now we will study successors and predecessors of natural numbers. Successors. So what are successors? Successors we get by what? By adding 1 to the given number. Successors we get successor by adding 1 to the given number. We get successor by adding 1 to the given number. For example, what is the successor of 7? Successor of 7 is by adding 1 to 7, 7 plus 1, that is equals to 8. 8 is the successor of 7. 8 is the successor of 7. Similarly, what is the successor of 99? So 99, after 99 means by adding 1 to this, 99 plus 1 is equals to 100. So 100 is the successor of 99. 100 is the successor of 99. Similarly, 9801. 9801. What is its successor? The successor of 9801 is by adding 1 to this, 9801 plus 1, that is equals to 9802. So this is that is 9802 is the successor of 9801. So we get by adding 1 to the given number, their successors we get. Then how to find predecessor? So predecessors. How we get the predecessors? Predecessor we get by subtracting 1 from the given number. We get by subtracting 1 from the given numbers, given natural number or given number. So how we get the predecessor? By subtracting 1 from the given number. So what is the predecessor of 9? Predecessor of 9 is subtract 1 from 9. So 9 minus 1 is equals to 8. 8 is the predecessor of 9. Similarly, what is the predecessor of 101? The predecessor of 101 is 101 minus 1, that is equals to 100. Now, what is the predecessor of 9999? 9999. The predecessor of 9999 is, so 9999 minus 1, that is equals to 9998. 9998 is the predecessor of 9999. Like this, we will find the predecessor and successor of natural numbers. Now, if you observe here, what is the successor of 7? It is 8. Predecessor of 7 is 7 minus 1, that is equals to 6. Means for 7 we have predecessor is there and successor also is there. For 7 the successor is 8 and for 7 the successor is what? Predecessor is 6. Similarly 99, its successor is 100. What was the predecessor of 99? Predecessor of 99 is 99 minus 1 is equals to 98. So 98 is the predecessor of 99. From this what we can conclude? For natural numbers we have its predecessor and its successor. Do you agree it is true for all the natural numbers? Do you agree it is true for all the natural numbers? No. Why? Because 1 is there. For example, you take for 3. For 3 its successor is what? 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. For 3 its successor is 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. For 3 its predecessor is 3 minus 1, that is equals to 2. Similarly for 1 its successor is 1 plus 1, that is equals to what? 2. Then what is the predecessor of 1? 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. What we get? 1 minus 1 what we get? 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. But 0 is not a natural number. Therefore, our statement is wrong. So what is our statement? For all natural numbers, we don't have predecessor and successor. For example, 1 if you consider, the successor of 1 is 1 plus 1, it is 2. But the predecessor of 1 is 1 minus 1. It will get what? 0. But 0 is not a natural number. Except 1, for all natural numbers, we have successor and predecessor. Now, this is about natural numbers. How many natural numbers are there? Do we count? We have countless natural numbers are there. That is infinite natural numbers are there. There is no limit. So that's why the set of natural numbers is known as the infinite set. So this is about natural numbers. So as we don't have the predecessor for 1 in natural numbers, the zero concept we can introduce by the fusion of zero, the combination of zero and natural numbers. We'll call another group of numbers, that is whole numbers. So zero was introduced by our Indians, and by using the word sunya, means nothing. So our Indians took the symbol for zero, it is a dot. They took a symbol for zero, it is a dot. So and later different countries and different civilizations, they use a different symbol for zero. So before everybody says that our Indians only developed this what it is zero, but everybody is almost all the civilizations in the olden civilizations, they have the knowledge of zero, but it came into prominent role by our Indians. So now by the combination of this zero with the natural numbers, for the natural numbers, that combination of numbers is known as whole numbers. Now we will discuss in detail about whole numbers, and in this chapter we will study what are whole numbers and how to represent whole numbers on the number line. And addition, subtraction and multiplication of whole numbers on the number line. Then the properties of whole numbers we study in detail, and the application of those properties we will use in solving some of the problems. Now we will discuss in detail about the whole numbers. Now whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are the combination of zero and natural numbers. Natural numbers including zero are known as whole numbers. So whole numbers. What are whole numbers? The combination of zero and natural numbers. The combination of zero and natural numbers. Natural numbers are known as whole numbers. So the set of whole numbers are represented with a letter called W, capital letter. So with what letter the whole numbers are represented? W. So set of whole numbers are combination of zero and natural numbers. What are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So this is a set of whole numbers. If you observe, which is the first whole number? 0. Which is the least whole number or the smallest whole number? It is 0. 0 is the least whole number and 0 is the first whole number. So smallest whole number is 0. Which is the smallest whole number? Smallest whole number is 0. Which is the smallest natural number? It is 1. Now, if you observe whole numbers and natural numbers, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. They starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now, if you compare whole numbers and natural numbers, if you see all natural numbers are also present in the whole numbers. So, what we can conclude? All natural numbers are whole numbers. All natural numbers are whole numbers. What about its converse statement? That is all whole numbers are natural numbers? Is all whole numbers are natural numbers? No. Why? Because 0 is a whole number, but it is not a whole number, but it is not a natural number. As it is here, 0 is a whole number and it is not a natural number. Hence, all whole numbers are not natural numbers, but all natural numbers are whole numbers. So, which is the least or the smallest whole number? It is 0. Now, we can write predecessors and successors for this whole numbers too. By subtracting 1 from the given number, we get the predecessor, and by adding 1 to the given number, we get the successor. successors and predecessors. Now the number line. Now the number line. So number line. What is number line? Number line and representing whole numbers on the number line. So draw a line. Draw a line and represent at one corner. This is at here 0. And at some distance, at one unit, at some distance represent 1. So this distance is known as 1 unit distance. This distance is known as 1 unit distance. So this distance is known as 1 unit distance. At same one more unit distance represent 2. So this is 1 unit distance and this is 1 unit distance. Total how many unit distances are there? 2 unit distance. And this is at next one more unit distance represent 3. And next one more distance represent 4. And next one more and one more same distance represent 5. So like this we will represent the whole numbers on the number line. Whole numbers on the number line. So what is the distance between 0 and 1? It is 1 unit. 1 and 2, 1 unit. 2 and 3, 1 unit. 3 and 4, 1 unit. That is the distance between two consecutive or two successive whole numbers is same, equal distances there. That is we call it as 1 unit distance. So now what is the distance between 0 and 2? Here we have 2 units distance is there. 2 units of distance is there. What about 1 and 4? The distance between 1 and 4. So we have 1 unit distance, second unit and third and 3 units of distance is there. Similarly, what about 3 and 5? We have 2 units of distance is there. And what about 0 and 5? How many units of distance is there from 0 and 5? 5 units of distance is there. So this units of distance will represent a whole number. The number represents what? A whole number. So now, how to represent whole numbers on the number line? So like this, we represent the whole numbers on the number line. And for example, represent 6 and 9 on the number line. So how to represent this 6 and 9 on the number line? So draw a number line and first you take it as what? At one place you take it as 0. At this point we are taking it as what? 0. Here also you can extend 0. Then at equal distances represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 it is on the right side of 0. That is from 6 units from 0. 6 units from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will represent number 6 on the number line. So how to represent 9 on the number line? So 9 units from 0. 9 units from 0. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this number will give us 9 on the number line. We can represent numbers like this on the number line. So we can also use this number line to compare the whole numbers. Comparison of whole numbers. Comparison of whole numbers. So how do we compare? Comparison of whole numbers. So what symbols we use to compare the whole numbers? So this is one symbol. What symbol it is called? Greater than symbol. And this symbol is called less than symbol. And this symbol is, we have one more symbol is there, that is equals to, that we will put for equal numbers. So do you think that any two whole numbers are equal? No, definitely not. Each whole number is different from the other whole number. It is different from other whole number. Now, how do we compare the whole numbers? For example, if we compare 2 and 4, 2 and 4. So 2 comma 4, if we compare from this 2 comma 4, which is greater? 4 is greater. Why it is 4 is greater? 4 is on the right side of 2 is there. 4 is there on the right side of 2 as we studied. The right side of a given number, the numbers on the right side of the given numbers are greater and left side numbers are smaller. So So which is greater here from 2 and 4? 4 is greater. 4 is greater than 2, as 4 is on the right side of 4 is there on the right side of 2 on the number line. Similarly, if you want to compare 8 comma 4, 8 comma 4. So where do you find 8? 8 again is there on the 8 is there on the what? Right side of 4. Right side of 4. Now which is greater again here it is 8 is greater than 4, as 8 is on the right side of 4. Right side of 4. Right side of 4. Now what about this 2 and 3? You take 1 comma 9. What about 1 comma 9? 1 is there on the left side of 9. This is number 9, and we have 1 is there on the left side. Therefore, 1 is less than 9. 1 is less than 9, as 1 is on the left side of 9. So like this, if you are given two numbers, that numbers, the right side number on the number line will be the greater, and the left side number on the number line will be the smaller. Like this, we can compare the whole numbers. Now we will discuss how to add whole numbers on the number line. Now we will discuss addition on the number line, addition of whole numbers. Add 3 and 4 on the number line. So first, add 3 and 4 on the number line means it is 3 plus 4. We are adding 4 to 3. So draw a number line and represent numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, 3 plus 4. We are adding 4 to 3. First you locate 3. Where is 3 on the number line? Yes, here we have 3 is there on the number line. To this we should add 4. So move 4 jumps or 4 steps from 3 towards, that is towards the right side. From 3 towards the right side. How many steps we have to move? 4 steps. As we are adding 4, we should move 4 steps. If we add 7 means we should move 7 steps. If we are adding 2 means we should move 2 steps to right side. So from 3, move 4 steps right side. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Stop at here. The number where we stop, that will give us sum of 3 and 4. Therefore, 3 plus 4 is equals to what it is? 7. Like this, we will add the whole numbers on the number line. We will see one more example. Add 4 and 5 on the number line. So draw a number line and represent the number from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now we are adding 4 and 5. So add 4, 5 to 4, that is 4 plus 5. So first locate number 4 on the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. So from 4, as we are adding 5, move right side 5 steps. So how many steps we should move? 5 steps from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will give us the sum of the numbers 4 and 5. Therefore, 4 plus 5 is equals to 9. So like this we will add the whole numbers on the number line. Now we will discuss subtraction. Subtract 3 from 6. Subtract 3 from 6. 3 from 6 means it is 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is how much? So draw a number line and represent the numbers from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first locate number 6, that is first number. Locate number 6 on the number line. Yes, this is 6. And then we are subtracting 3. When we are subtracting, move left side from the number 6. How many steps we should move? As we are subtracting 3, we should move 3 steps left side. If you subtract 5, we should move 5 steps left side. If you subtract 7, we should move 7 steps left side. So as we are subtracting 3 here, move from 6, 3 steps left side. 1, 2, 3. So this will give us what? 6 minus 3. Therefore, 6 minus 3 is equals to 3. 6 minus 3 is equals to 3. Next we will discuss one more example. Example, subtract 4 from 5. Subtract 4 from 5. That is 5 minus 4. Draw a number line and represent the whole numbers from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are subtracting 4 from 5. So what is the first step? Locate number 5 on the number line. Yes, this is number 5 on the number line. Then as we are subtracting 4, so move 4 steps left side. Move 4 steps left side from 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will give us what? The difference are 5 and 4. Therefore, 5 minus 4 is equals to 1. So like this, we will subtract two whole numbers. So while we are subtracting, move left side from the number, and while we are adding, move right side from the number, first number right side to get the sum. There we will get the difference when we move left side. So like this, we will add and subtract the whole numbers on the number line. And now we will discuss multiplication on the number line. Multiplication on the number line. Now multiplication on the number line. Find 3 into 4, that is the product of 3 and 4. So how to find its product? By using the number line. First draw a number line and represent the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like this. Now we are multiplying 3 into 4. First, locate number 3 on the number line. From 0, make 3 steps right side. So when we make from 0, 3 steps right side, which number we get? 3. Like this, 1, 2, 3. Make at a time 3 steps. That is 3 we get. Like this, as we are multiplying with 4, make like this 4 moves from 3. That is, we get again next 3 means 1, 2, 3, we get 6. The next 3, 1, 2, 3 will reach to 9. And next 3 is 1, 2, 3, we will reach to 12. So this will give us the product of 12. First step, make from 0, move 3 steps at a time, as the first number is 3 and we are multiplying with 4. Make such a moves, 4 moves. Make such 4 moves right side, we will reach to the product of those two numbers. That is 3 into 4 is equals to 12. Therefore, 3 into 4, that is equals to 12. Now, we will do one more sum. So, find the product of 2 and 5. 2 into 5. So, first draw a number line. Draw a number line and represent the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So which is the first number? 2. So first from 0 moves 2 steps. 1, 2. Again time we should move. Jump 2 steps. So we get it 2. How many? 2 is multiplied with 5. Means like this. 5 movements. 5 moves make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always you should make 2 jumps. 2 numbers jump movement should be there, right? Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. So 2 into 5, by adding 2 for 5 times, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, we will get what it is, 10. So here, therefore, 2 into 5 is equals to 10. We will get its product in this way by using the number line. As I said, multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. So 2 in 5 means what it is, by adding 2 for 5 times, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What we get? 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2. It is 10. We get what? 10 we get it. So 2 into 5 is equals to 10 means we are adding 2 for 5 times. We are adding 2 for 5 times. That's why we are jumping at a time 2 moves. 2 units we are jumping. 2 units and then 2 units and then 2 units, then 2 units and then 2 units. Like this we are jumping 2 units 5 times. Therefore we are getting the product 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Like this we will multiply the whole numbers on the number line. Now with this knowledge, what we have studied here today, that is natural numbers and whole numbers we have studied, and some of the properties. Which is the first or the smallest whole number we studied, representing whole numbers on the number line we have studied, predecessors and successors we have studied, and the comparison of whole numbers we have studied. Right side number will be the greater than the left side number. Left side numbers are smaller numbers. With this basic knowledge, we have your homework will be today from exercise 2.1. You have the homework from exercise 2.1. Homework from exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, question number 5, and question number 6, question number 7, and question number 8. So this is your homework. So you need to write successor means add 1 to the given number. If you want to write predecessor means subtract 1 from the given number. And if you want to compare the numbers, right side numbers are the greater number and left side number is the smaller number. And 1 is the smallest whole number. Sorry. 1 is the smallest natural number. 0 is the smallest whole number, and 0 is the first whole number. So for 1 there is no predecessor natural number. For 1 there is no predecessor natural number. But in whole numbers for 1 we have predecessor. It's a predecessor of 1 it is 0. So using this knowledge, complete this exercise 2.1 with the given sums. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.